I also hate the idea that like we tie so much of our own individual fortune to the equity that we have in our homes, because ultimately what that makes us is bad neighbors, right? It makes us more um concerned with our own property values, such that we aren't willing to say, hey, let's have an affordable housing unit like built in my neighborhood, because then that can affect ultimately lower your property values, which could then have an impact on like your either long-term stability, the wealth you have to pass on, right? And so I think just like everything, the way that we do home ownership in this country is, in my opinion, rooted in white supremacy, right? It is rooted in like people only be focused on like them and their individual families and not about the broader community around them. And I think that like I wanted, like for me, renting was a way to like opt out, was to both like opt out of that system, was to also not sign myself up for the labor involved in being a homeowner. Um, and getting to this place of ultimately now like being a homeowner, right? Like you either, you die or you live long enough to become the villain type situation is what this is. Like it is truly about circumstance and just like seeking that level of stability that like this country just does not provide to people who choose to rent, people who choose to rent, or people who through no under circum through not having the ability to purchase have to rent.